Hello, my citizens. I am who you may know as the Forgotten King. I am he who rules these lands, the one who owns each and every single one of you. If it comes down to it, I shall protect you, even if you do not remember me. Man, it feels good to get the introduction out of the way. I don't think anyone heard me. Oh, wait, there's one subject down there. Hello, sir. Who are you? Hello, subject. Me? I'm your king. What's with the sudden downpour? That doesn't work. Yeah, what's with the rain? That happened so suddenly. Forgotten king, you say, huh? Well, I sure forgot you. Anyways, I'm gonna go back on my day. Haha! Woohoo! I'm gonna go run and jump in muddy puddles. Woo! So it would appear I am not known as the Forgotten King for no reason. It's because my subjects are just pure stupid. What is that? Huh. I kinda wanna go jump in some muddy puddles now too. Woohoo! Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to episode 47 of From Bedrock to Java. In today's episode, I have some pretty big plans. But first, let's talk about last episode. Last episode, we decided to go ahead and start designing a facade for our moss farm, which is right here. Look at that. I need to get into free cam so I can actually see this better, because I don't want to be moving like that. But, yeah, look at this. Oh, I love the look of this place. It looks amazing. It adds so much to the base, and I really love it. Hopefully y'all do too. But anyways, in today's episode, I actually want to go ahead and finish up some of the things I talked about in the last episode. One of those things being the fact that I wanted to actually retexture this area right over here. I feel like retexturing this will be a pretty big part of today's episode. Unless I forget, then it won't be. But otherwise, I think I will try to retexture this section of my base again and maybe add some textures here, because I just really don't like it. It's too busy, it's too messy, it doesn't really make sense. So I'll retexture this to fit something more like that up here maybe, or this down here, because these look pretty good. Next up on my list of things I want to do is to possibly build up a stone farm down here, or maybe cobblestone farm. I don't know just yet, but I want to build some kind of farm around here, possibly. If I find a better spot, I'll move it there, but for right now, this is where I'm probably going to put my stone or cobblestone farm. The last thing that I'm thinking about doing in today's episode is maybe building up a gassed parking garage, because we got Bam sitting right here all alone, but you know, we could have a couple more parking spaces somewhere else. I feel like it'd be kind of cool to just have a parking garage for ghasts. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Haha. Let's do this. So the first thing I want to work on in today's episode is to build up a cobblestone farm. So let's go ahead and dig out this area and let's get into it. So the design I'm going to go for in today's episode is one by Nacho CS and a guy named Sam. I don't exactly know what their channels are, but I found it on Shulkercraft and I decided to follow that tutorial along, and that's what we're going to be building in today's episode. We finally got this area dug out, so let's go ahead and get ready to build this thing. This is gonna be pretty fun, especially since I'm gonna be building this during a movie night. So we're gonna have a movie going on in the background while I'm building this. It's gonna be amazing. Now you may be wondering, Brandon, why do you need a cobblestone farm? Well, the truth is, I get a lot of stone and cobblestone from a lot of my digging projects, such as the one just now. However, I need cobblestone and stone quite a lot, especially for outlining this specific build and using it for crafting recipes such as droppers, dispensers, pistons, even diorite, andesite, all that stuff. Honestly, I think a cobblestone or stone farm is pretty necessary on most worlds, seeing as you need a lot of cobblestone in a lot of recipes. Okay, so it might currently be raining, but this is a good time for me to actually show off what this thing does. Let me turn it on real quick just to show it off. Look at that. So the TNT gets duped and it just get launched down here. Boom. That is loud though. My goodness. I absolutely love it though. And as you can see, it does get soaked up pretty quickly. As you can tell, I haven't really AFK'd at this farm at all. All the time I've actually been here, I've been actively playing the game and doing whatever I need to do. So as you can see, this farm is really efficient in getting a ton of cobblestone really quickly. Man. Okay, anyways, now that we got our cobblestone farm done and dusted, we can go ahead and start texturing up this wall. Or, well, I should say retexturing, because I really don't like the old texturing. I want a new one. Let's go ahead and get into that. One of the main issues that I found with the texturing is that there's just too much moss. The green is really messy and it throws it off. So I figured, let's go ahead and get rid of it and replace it with more stone and cobblestone. We want more gray stuff, just to make it cleaner and make it feel nicer. I want this castle to feel kind of older, but too much moss does not help in that case, especially the way I was doing it. So we just got rid of a lot of the moss, and this is what we're left with. We're left with a very nice building. I actually enjoy this a lot more. I can actually stand to look at it. I also just want to point out that while I was retexturing, I realized I'm actually almost out of tuff. So I went down into the mines, and I started mining tuff. Life is tough. Minecraft needs a way to craft tough. I agree, past me. I hate mining for tough. However, I can be happy with the fact that I can craft a bunch of diorite and a bunch of andesite really easily. Now, where's the tough? So, I know that I want to build something up here in today's episode. What exactly, I'm not entirely sure just yet. However, I do have something in mind. So as I was just sitting here thinking, I realized that there's a lot of gray here, and yet again, I only have a little bit of green up here with like this mossy roof and the vines and whatnot. And sure, there's a lot of moss around here that's been scattered around, and sure, I have actually been getting rid of a lot of the moss. I think I want to go for like some kind of overgrown garden up here. For example, down here in my library, which is... where's my library? For example, right here in my library, there is this overgrown, well, library. I want to go for something with a similar vibe to this, because I really love this area. It just feels, I don't know, feels really magical, I suppose. And this magic, of course, is something I am really into. So let's continue with this kind of theme, and let's bring it up here. So that means we're going to have to figure out how to get, I don't know, maybe some water, maybe a tree. Ooh, a tree would look really cool. Yeah, like we could have a tree that just grows from here and it like pops over the side. We could have a waterfall that like slowly trickles down into here. Maybe this section right here is going to be like a waterfall section. Ooh, actually, I really like that idea. Oh, I'm cooking with that one. Actually, it could be like a turret right here, and then this is where water can be collected from up here. That could be kind of dope. I like that idea. Ooh, okay, we have a lot of stuff we can do here. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me start recording before I actually forget. Okay, so now I gotta figure out where I want to put this tree, because I don't want to just dive straight in and just start building. So, I think the tree would be really cool maybe in the middle of this, because each of these will be an archway. At least that's what I have planned. Let me at least get one of these archways in, and I guess let's see how that goes. It was 2 blocks away, right? Yep, 2 blocks. That's an interesting arch. I don't hate it, but I have to find a way to make myself love it. Because this section right here, something like that, maybe? That way if I were like, I could like follow along with that. Whoops, okay, that failed. Ooh, you know what? That's actually a pretty interesting looking section. I like that. I like that. Okay, but while I'm doing this, I need to think about how I'm going to get the... wow, that is a lot of pillagers. Why are there always so many different mobs at my base? My goodness. It's been a little bit since I've had a lot of mobs at my base, but... huh. And the last time it was phantoms, now it's pillagers. These guys are out to get me. Please don't kill me. Actually works. That works. That works. I like that. And then... Can I get this to curve, maybe? If I get this to curve... Let's try that. Oh, let me... Oh, come on. Can I... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, can I not do that? I don't know if I like this, actually. It's very ornate, which is something I do enjoy. However, I don't know. That is questionable. That is very questionable. Wachow. Okay, so the thing that I'm annoyed with is the fact that this is all gray. So one way that we can alleviate this is by adding in some kind of life. And that life will be this wood that I'm using right here. So dark oak can... Yeah, we can send it through here. Have it break off right about here. Perfect. The more I look at it, the more I don't like it. So let's get rid of it. I think it's a cool concept, but not necessary. Still has the same level of intricacy like this, which is nice. Okay, I'm gonna need this guy real quick. Come down, please. Thank you. This is the new way of building, guys. Have a bunch of happy gas around, and when you need to build something up high, you just go grab one, and then... yeah, that's what it is. This is the new style of building. New building techniques. Have a bunch of happy gas fly around your build, and when you need it, you just fly up to one, grab one, and take it to where you need it. It's really simple, really quick, and honestly, pretty nice. Okay, they're slightly annoying though. Okay, so the more I look at this build, the more I kind of realize I did not really plan things out properly. For example, this creaking farm is just kind of in the way and is kind of in a really bad spot because it's hard to build around. Because how do you build around something that requires slabs to make sure that creakings do not get out? I don't know. So I'm building up against it. And for right now, I'm just going to leave it like this until I figure out what's going to go on top of this thing. And who knows how long that's going to be. Because I don't even know if I can creaking proof it, which means I might actually have to remove this creaking farm and move it elsewhere. There's a lot of issues with it. And it's just due to me being the person I am and not thinking things through all the way before I get to it. I'm kind of impulsive when it comes to it. On a different note, I'm actually really happy with the way that this tree is starting to turn out. Sure, the shape can be a little bit funky every now and then, but all I have to do is come back in, add a little bit of volume to it to make it less flat, and I think it'll be pretty good. I'm happy with the way it's turning out because it's like a nice pop of color on this big gray wall. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see where this turns out later. Oh, that's... okay. That cleared up really fast. What was that? That was like the shortest thunderstorm I think I've ever seen. It was like strike, and then it was just clear. Like, what just happened? It struck, and then now it's gone, and then... huh. The weather doesn't know what's up, and I'm scared about it. Now that we have the tree done, we gotta work on the other features such as the ground, such as that dirt I added around the tree, and then a little water feature such as a little pond that goes right here. And of course that little water feature is gonna flow right into that little turret like I said it would earlier, and I think it'll look pretty good. Here, we have a lot of texturing to do, and that's a pain. We also have to finish up this little thing right here, because I want this to be more of a fountain look, so we'll see how that goes. And this right here, I don't know what the design's gonna be just yet. However, I know I want it to be pretty intricate. I let this sit overnight because, you know, I always let my builds sit overnight to see how I feel about them the next day. Man, I am actually really happy with the way this looks. Only thing is, I think I want to maybe add some kind of accent to it. I don't know. It just feels really monotonous in this general area. So maybe something here would be pretty nice. I want it to be really intricate, and I want it to seem ornamental and just overall just feel like a castle. However, like I said, I kind of want this section of this area to be like sort of hidden. Like people see this area from down here but don't know how to get up there. And that's because this area right here is just overgrown, and then, I don't know. It just feels like it'd be a pretty cool idea. I don't know what it is about this, but I love this. I just love the feeling of it being kind of hidden. One thing I definitely do need to add though are some firefly bushes or something, because I want something to be floating in the air here. Definitely either firefly bushes or the spore blossoms. That'd be amazing. I can throw a spore blossom like right up there somewhere. Let's actually go ahead and grab one real quick. Whee! So we need a spore blossom, which I might not have any. Oh no, that's a problem. No spore blossom is a bit of an issue. We might have to go get some more at some point. What about firefly bushes? Where do I keep firefly bushes? Okay, let's grab a couple of these. I definitely don't have any spore blossoms, do I? Man, I wish there was a crafting recipe for them, or at least some way we could farm them, because spore blossoms are amazing. However, you have to go to a specific biome to get them, and it's a bit of a pain, but, you know, it's fine. At least we have firefly bushes, which are really pretty. Yeah, we already get that nice little particle effect around here. Ooh, I love that. Let's go grab some more fireworks real quick, and we'll head over to the lush caves. Oh, look at the axolotl! So cute. Oh, there's some spore blossoms up there. How to get up there? Let's just grab some clay, maybe. clay is a pretty good block for this. Oh my goodness, that was so close. I almost died. Oh my goodness. That would have been really bad. Oh gosh, that scared me. There we go. Stick one right there. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Feels really mystical, really magical. Very Moonbeam ice cream. I'm really happy with the way that this part's turned out so far. I think it just needs a little something to make it greener. Maybe, ooh, you know what? Mushrooms. We could add mushrooms. Because I feel like this area is nice. It's a nice variety of growth, but I feel like mushrooms showed like decay or something along those lines. So if we can get ourselves a couple of brown mushrooms, do we have any red mushrooms? No, that's a bit of an issue. Fine. I will get my own red mushrooms somewhere else. Do we even have red mushrooms? Please tell me I have red mushrooms. I just have brown mushrooms. Do I seriously not have any red mushrooms? I've never realized this, but I don't have any red mushrooms. Where can I get some? I think the Nether only has brown mushrooms. Let me check just to make sure. Pretty sure there's no red mushrooms up here. Brown mushrooms over there. Oh no, there are red mushrooms. That is a thing. How, I don't understand. How have I not realized I don't have red mushrooms? Look at these. These guys are such cuties. Like, come on. How do I not have any of these? Just give me a bunch, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grow some mushrooms right over here. Cha. Boom, look at that. Beautiful. I love my red mushroom blocks. What? What? Is it because my head was there? Oh, man. I bumped my head and I broke a block, apparently. Yeah, you know what? The mushrooms really add a lot. I like it quite a bit. As long as I don't use it too much. Like, I feel like this area is a pretty good spot. We could probably throw in another one, maybe, I don't know, somewhere along here. Just as long as we use them pretty sparingly, I think the mushrooms are a really good look. We have, well, a pretty decent looking start to this area. Ooh. Happy gas, please get out of the way. Thank you. I love this look. It looks really cool to me, and I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. We've got quite a bit of this area done. We just gotta really focus up on the top section, the side section. We pretty much need to focus on every other side. The Sky Docks is a project that I started a long time ago, and I definitely want to finish up, but man, I have really been slacking on it. It's such a cool idea. I just need to actually sit down and get to working on it, because it's gonna be a bit of a, it's gonna be a slog. You know what, I'm actually quite happy with it. I think it turned out pretty well. Awesome. Okay, well, I think that'll do for today's episode. I think we got quite a bit done. We built up a cobblestone farm right over here. Oh wait, maybe not right over here. Right over here, which works wonders. I absolutely love this thing. This design is honestly really smart. I never thought to do anything like this, so I'm happy I was able to come across this on YouTube. Just being able to get cobblestone whenever I need it really quickly is honestly going to be a game changer, because I've been struggling to do a lot of the builds because I need a lot of stone to do a lot of the stuff I outline with and all that kind of stuff. So being able to have a nice supply of cobblestone that you can turn into stone at some point is just really useful. I can also use this cobblestone to make a bunch of diorite, a bunch of andesite, a bunch of granite, you know, all the kind of stuff that I use in builds and are just really useful overall. I get to save a lot of time gathering materials, and this helps quite a bit. I just need to find a way to get more quartz quicker, and I think that just means I need to put more piglin inside my bartering farm, and then maybe find a way to speed up the process at which the items are, well, organized, because it is a big issue. In today's episode, we also went ahead and retextured a good chunk of our mega base. Why-ya, right here. So a lot of this was covered in a lot of moss, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of the way it looked before because it was just too noisy. Too much moss was going on, and it just made the build feel ugly. So I got rid of a lot of the moss. I replaced it with a bunch of stone and a bunch of other stuff to make it look cleaner. And while it is still noisy, it is a good level of noisy where it's not too much, not too little. I think it's a decent amount. I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and honestly, I hope you guys do too, because I enjoy this. This is the kind of texturing I like to see. In today's episode, we also went ahead and textured up, built up, and did a bunch of stuff with this area up here. This area up here was really ugly looking. It had nothing going on. It just really was a blank canvas, and I wanted to fill up that canvas. Look at this. It looks amazing. Sitting right next to our latest addition in the last episode right here. I like that a lot. All that's left is to add this kind of tower thing, and then maybe something right over here, and then somehow bring this section back over here. And once we do that, we have a bunch of more rooms that we can actually fill up. We have some cool stuff we can walk around up here, and there's just honestly so much stuff we can do once we get all of this stuff set up. Because one of the things I want to work on at some point is a way to get up here, because right now we kind of require a elytra to get up here. There's no other way to get up here. There is eventually going to be a staircase that goes up here, and the only other way I can think of to get up there is to, well, find a way up to here, climb over here, swim up this waterfall, swim into here, climb up, and then we're finally in the office. Yeah. Like I said, I'm really happy with the way that this area turned out. I like the lore that I came up with it being some kind of area that have been abandoned by the castle keep and whatnot. I don't know. But anyways, I'm happy with today's episode. We did a lot of work, a lot of, you know, pretty small work, but in the end, it's going to be pretty big. This is going to help us come up with our plans. You know, everything is starting to come together. This right here is like the glue that really keeps the castle together. We need more stuff like this, smaller little bits of detailing that tells a story. For example, this tree grew through parts of the castle. As you can tell, that means this area wasn't really well maintained. And that means that if the king, well, me, lives here, that means our workers didn't really care for me. So what did I do wrong? Or did they just really not care? Did I hire the wrong people? That could be the case. Or there could have been something that happened that just led to my people leaving. Who knows? Maybe there's a bigger, better castle up on the horizon. Man, there's always someone better than me, aren't there? Always bigger fish in the sea. Anyways, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you for watching, and of course, have a good one, y'all. Goodbye!